Welcome to the Wrestling Overtime channel. Today we're talking about a discussion here that needs to be had. Do we need the tag belts on the Bloodline again? Do we need them on this set of Bloodline? Because currently, in my personal opinion, AEW, WWE, the current biggest dislike and pet peeve of mine in both companies is the treatment of the tag division. You need to treat it with a little more effort, a little more integrity. And this is where I'm coming from here, guys. Do we really just want to say it's a prop? At that point, just vacate them. Just say they're a prop at that point. Just tell me they're a prop. If you want to treat them as a prop, tell me they're a prop. I want care and effort into these tag divisions, not just putting them on stables and putting them in stories that have nothing to do with the tag belts. You know what I mean? Oh, it'll be a cool visual for War Games. Whoop-de-doo! Why do we need a cool visual for the War Games match? Why do we need Jay and Sammy with the tag belts, plus Jacob and Tama with the tag belts, just to not have it defended at a PLE and just have a cool visual? Because if that's what all you want, it's a cool visual. Vacate them. Just tell me they're a prop at that point. Tell me they're a prop. Don't defend them. You know what I mean? If that's what you want, tell me they're a prop. The Elite is the same thing. Right now, both tag divisions in AEW and WWE need to be booked with better integrity, better story building, storytelling to the elements, and you need to build up tag teams stronger. I hate getting into this tangent. I've done this video twice and it's not gone through right. But currently, let's go through another discussion I have. This bloodline is not working. It's not working. You're not telling. This is my thing. The only character you've explained any semblance of is Solo, and I don't really care for Solo as a character. You know what I mean? As a leader, as a character, I don't fully care. You know what I mean? The big two that I actually like more than him is Tama and Jacob. There's no character building there. There's no character building there. Like the OG Bloodline had character building between Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, and Roman. You gotta have storytelling, story building between each other. If you do not do this, they become bland and not cared about because you're not telling the story. You're just introducing more people for the sake of introducing people to the new bloodline without even without even giving them promo time, without even telling intricate stories within the story about, like, oh, Solo and Tama, how they interact. You know what I mean? You gotta do some more stuff like that. You've got to. This current bloodline will be blessed by the presence of Roman Reigns with the storytelling. This current bloodline will come off as a bigger deal because Roman's coming back. And when that is the case, when that's the case, that it will be overshadowed 110% by Roman, Jimmy, and Jay with Sammy. 110% it will. But it will be considered bigger because Roman Reigns has his fingertips on it. That's why my bigger discussion is SmackDown's about to be blessed. SmackDown's going to be blessed with storytelling of the bloodline with Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn going into War Games. So, I like a whole lot more right now Monday Night Raw. But let's get into this discussion I had before about the tag division and the props that I feel they're feeling like props now. You're going to put them on stables like the Bloodline in the Judgment Day, or for a cool visual of a War Games match. Keep it on DIY. Treat the division better. Build up tag teams better. Because if you want us to care, treat them a little minuscule, a little better. At least a little better than you currently do. when you treat them a little better than what you're currently treating them, people will appreciate and be more attention, their eyes peeled on the screen for the tag division. More effort, more stories, more intricate stories. If you have them on a stable, intricate stories where you don't have to always be intertwined between everybody, but have a little story in between tags, or just build up stuff. Put more time, effort into tag team wrestling as a whole, the whole industry, other than the TNA right now. The whole industry needs a bit more care and effort into the tag division. Another pet peeve is, of course, the women's division, but that's a whole nother video for another day. But the tag division right here is the big story for me. Treat it with a little more care, a little more integrity behind the booking, and people would care at least a little more. That's what you need to do. Tell a story of like the come up, like let's say the Street Profits are down on their luck. You're telling a story in promos and in matches losing just by barely losing, telling a story of why can't we get our mojo back? Why can't we do that? Then eventually building to the point where they win the tag belts. If not, use that as a launching pad to split them up after. Just tell me a little minuscule, little more stories behind stuff. Treat the tag divisions with more equity. And people will care at least a little more. My current tag team of the year in WWE is Axiom and Nathan Frazier. They put on great matches and they're treated very good. I like them a lot. AEW, do more with your tag team division. Treat them better. WWE, let's stop doing this trope. This trope has to stop. Every stable has to have every belt. That doesn't have to happen. And also this trope as well. Let's just put the tag belts on a stable just to have it there and not build a story for the tag team division to flesh out. This has been my biggest pet peeve about the current WWE landscape. The last time these tag belts meant something was the Usos holding it at WrestleMania 39. That everybody cared about it. Everybody. I liked Sammy and Kevin winning it. The run wasn't up to par as what I was hoping it would be. So the last time I think everybody worldwide said these titles mattered was when the Usos held it. And if you just want to use them as props at this point, if that's what all you want them for, combine the belts. Combine the belts back. If you just want them as props, oh my, they look a lot better when two belts are on the side of. If you just want props, combine them again. If you want a real tag division, you want to put more effort behind it, keep them separate. But you gotta put effort every week into them. Because if you don't put effort into them, they come off as props. Especially when they're on stables that have bigger storylines within them that do not matter with the tag belts there or not. I'm sorry for having a tangent, guys. It's one of my biggest pet peeves about wrestling as a whole. Almost every tag division's not treated right. It I love tag team wrestling. As a kid, I love it. I love the technique, the effort, and the continuity behind each tag team. Just put more effort into it. Please. I'm begging. We need more effort, storytelling, everything into these tag team divisions. Last thing, guys. Down in the comments down below, tell me your hot takes, your opinions on my opinion of the on this video. Tell me what you think of the tag titles at the moment. Do you think they're just props for stables at the moment? Do you think they just don't care for these tag titles? Do you think they will ever give more effort into these tag team divisions? Or is it just a wishful dream? Tell me down in the comments down below. I hope to hear from you guys. Thank you everybody for listening to my rant. But thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more wrestling content, and tell me anything you want me to react to or anything down below. Your opinions, everything. I appreciate your time, guys. Peace, love, into another, hopefully great, very good episode of Raw. And if I have to come back on here and talk about SmackDown, I will. But tell me your thoughts on SmackDown, your thoughts on tag titles, any hot takes you got. Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content from the Wrestling Overtime channel. I'm going to try to do more videos like this, but it's a rant today. I'm sorry it's a rant, guys. I know I'm ranting a lot, but thank you guys for tuning in. And this is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Wrestling Overtime, and it's now out of time. We're out of time, guys.